Nobody in family raced Speedway. I fell in love in Speedway since I remember. When I was really young, when I was a small kid, I loved to watch all the pictures of Speedway riders in the newspaper. I started mini Speedway actually when I was 7 years old. That's pretty good to like Speedway if you are Polish, because we have a lot of tracks, a lot of stadiums. It's easier to start, but it's harder then, because we are quite solid country in that sport. We have a lot of really good riders. I finished last year Grand Prix Challenge on 3rd place and qualified to GP. That was the moment which pays off 23 years of hard work. So that was amazing feeling.
Number 4, take all comparisons, had a little bit of a twitch there on the start line. Great start from Wozniak.
I knew already I'm gonna be ready with all my equipment and physically, mentally.
It's coming under a lot of pressure from Szymon Wozniak.
You can prepare by yourself, you can do everything, but you can't buy the experience.
Szymon Wozniak riding out of his skin here. He has ridden a stormering in his opening ride. Heat number 4, Szymon Wozniak out of gate number 3. Stunning opening ride from him. Polish crowd absolutely delighted with that. And the new boy, Szymon Wozniak.
When I got the phone call from Szymon, he said, I'm 30 years old and I finally qualified for the Grand Prix, and I know that I'm good enough to race with these guys. I am just looking for help in situations or track conditions or tracks themselves to just help me to avoid some of the things that I might not know about. I really would like to have some help and advice, and I believe that you can do that for me. Just the sincerity in his voice, it's like, how do I say no? So it was a no-brainer for me. We met before we were racing together, but the first year we rode together was in Bydgoszcz in 2013. And Szymon was 20 years old. Yeah. So we've known each other for quite a long time. But just around the tracks, I always had a lot of respect for him because he's really kind and genuine and generous and like very easygoing. So we put a deal together, and I just said, would you be interested to come to California before your season starts? The best part of it was just getting to know each other and building this relationship. We did some cycling, we rode Speedway, and then spent some time together with Carolina and the girls and with our family. My wife Jenny and I were kind of reliving our life, looking at what they were doing, you know. 2 young kids, he's doing everything he can to make a career for himself, traveling the world.
I love this quietness, this silence, and spend some time in an area like that, because I'm from more or less same area. That my home city is pretty small city with beautiful forests like here. So yeah, I feel like at home.
Wozniak once again working hard. Szymon Wozniak is in the red helmet colour here. Wozniak made a fantastic start off of the inside gate. Wozniak and Doyle neck and neck for first place. What a corner from Doyle, the Australian
When the first GP took place on Warsaw, I just asked my father, come on, let's go to Warsaw and watch the meeting. Because my father had the problem with eyes, yeah, like for now he's almost blind. He said like, no, I don't care. I rather to watch that in TV. But if you're gonna take part of that meeting once, I will be there. I told him, I promise, I will be there once.
Szymon Wozniak makes his first semi-final, and he goes for white gate 3.
To get to the semis the way he did, and really pushing hard, you know, we could feel the emotion. He wanted it so bad, the look in his eye, and everybody wanted it for him. You know, the crowd was nuts. His parents were probably just in tears, right? And his wife, the mechanics, are just like, oh, you can feel the energy flying, and I will never forget that.
Fabulous start for gate number 3, but keep your eyes on Bartos Martin, who hits the front. Martin Bashley, and Bewley's now coming to third. Martin Bashley directing speed from here. Szymon Wozniak, who's now on the back.
That was such a beautiful and special day for me. That day gave me a lot of confidence and a good feeling about later this season. No, dawaj, pupcia. O, Stać! Watch out. The Speedway workshop is a different place, and just fun workshop is totally different place where are toys like scooters and mini bikes. It's such a cool feeling when you get the pretty old bike which is not working, and then you can look at that and think, all right, so what I can do to make it on, to let it work. When we get the trampoline from the container, I saw this baby, and I asked Greg, how cool is that? Like, what's that? And Greg said, like, I got it in 1997 in Voyance when I won first world champion title. I asked, is that working? He said, like, no. Can I try to start it? And he said, like, yeah, of course. And yeah, and then I start to work on it, and boys just build the trampoline, and I just.
And later we hear.
Did.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
So you're also a good mechanic.
Maybe even better than rider. So good.
Szymon Wozniak knows Gorzow very well, rides here, 10th place in the championship at the moment. He's made a pretty steady start to the series.
Any rider goes to their home track in a league race, you always feel the pressure of like, I need to perform here. It's my home track. I should perform good here. And you can feel that with Szymon too. He was like really fired. He gets fired up, you know.
Wozniak made a really good start. He's got to the first corner. He's gone up the banking. Here comes Mikkelsen now. Oh, wow, what a move from Mikkelsen. Wozniak back in second place, giving chase, but Mikael Mikkelsen flying here. superstar, Gorzow, in the extra league. 6 points. He needs 2 more, minimum. Wozniak's made a lovely start off the inside. He fires himself to the front. This is a breakthrough moment. He's had 5 Grand Prix. He hasn't made a semi-final yet, but here in Gorzow, in front of his home crowd, he's going to do it. What a night for him. Super stuff, and Szymon Wozniak.
Way to go, buddy.
I felt fun on my home track, home club in Gorzow. I gave some fun to my fans from other cities, from Gorzow as well, and to my sponsors and family. So yeah, that was good day.
He makes his second semi-final after Warsaw. Szymon Wozniak takes blue, takes gate 2.
Gets himself to the front. Wow, what a move from Mikkels and Freddie Lindgren. Dive bombing into turn number 3. And Mikkelsen and Freddie Lindgren are through. Szymon Wozniak just got beaten up down the back straight on the opening lap.
We were looking at the possibilities now, like, okay, we have this many points that we can actually get. And that's still a mathematical chance of easily being in the top 6, you know. Not easily, but he's getting better, he's getting stronger, he's getting faster, and now he wants more. So maybe there wasn't anything wrong with what he had, but he was looking for more. And for me, that was positive. It's like, okay, this is good, so let's try to find more. This is exactly where we want to be. Gorzow was good. Game changer, like, game on.
So we have a look and see about some idea for
Watching, you know, a guy like Szymon sit on the bike, I can see things. I saw things that I thought, oh, this could be a good adjustment for him that will, I'm sure, will transform his whole style and how he sits on the bike and how he transfers his weight and how he leans in the start, and only small things, right?
There are such easy things to adjust, which I never changed since 10 years. And you just look at me and my style and just advise me to, let's try to adjust your handlebar or seat or lever or whatever.
Those are the kind of things that I think people overlook. Yeah. They just give me a good engine and I will go fast, but
it's not on the engine.
It's not always the engine. It's it's how you make the engine work.
Yeah.
And the bike is, you are riding the bike. The bike is not riding you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different. It's a little bit different than the one I have, I think.
All right. We just painted. Maybe some people think like, oh, now Greg joined Szymon team, so now he will be better like that. It's not working. It's not working like that. That's the long process, and I need longer time to get your advices and use them for longer time, and start to treat them natural and just make another step forward and another step forward and another step forward. And I'm sure that the process will last till end of my career. It's nothing like that, especially with me.
Yeah. It will take the time. Wow.
It is round 7. We are in Cardiff in the Principality Stadium as we go into the second half of the season.
If we go back to the phone call that I had from him in the beginning, Cardiff was one of the tracks that he mentioned in particular. I don't know tracks like this, you know.
Have they chosen the right bike? Have I got the right gear ratio on? Have I got the right tyre pressure? All of those things going through their minds. Track's fresh.
So I can always feel that was a topic of what's going to happen when we get to Cardiff? I want to try to get this figured out and let me know. And I said, oh, well, it's like, even though the track size is probably the same as in Warsaw, I think on paper it's quite similar, yet it's nothing like Warsaw at all. When you walk the track, it's more narrow feeling, it's tighter, it feels like you can never relax on the bike. It's so demanding.
Wozniak's pulling all the lines, but now he's got pressure from Janowski on the inside, and Wozniak now up the inside of Kubera.
1 point for Szymon Wozniak. Wozniak now creeping around the inside. Can he make it work? Szymon Wozniak is at the back. This is Szymon Wozniak, likewise, for failing to score here with his change of equipment. It's not his night. Fails to score again.
I feel for Szymon, and no words can make anything any easier, any better, but it's racing. It's, for me, it's the adrenaline rush. The first time to come to Cardiff, I know he was extremely excited and nervous and like raring to go. But this track is demanding, and it's an amazing learning experience for someone like him. So for me, it's great to be a part of it.
I really hope to turn that second part of this season around and work harder and score more points to fight for higher standings. But yeah, that was not the easiest day for me, but for sure that was a big lesson.
Szymon Wozniak unfortunately got beaten up the first corner and failed to score there. Tough moment for Wozniak.
Cardiff is played on his mind, I think, a lot. At this time, it was also a period there where engine performance and the speed was starting to be questionable.
Szymon Wozniak unfortunately misses out in heat number 9. That's not good news, disappointing for him. Wozniak is out the back. Szymon Wozniak failing to score.
It felt like it didn't matter what we were doing, we were having a hard time making the next step. And the speed something wasn't clicking, you know.
Also from Poland, Szymon! It's been a tough campaign for the Polish man. I'm sure he'll try and battle his way back in the future, but right now, looking for a big night tonight.
Today is the last one. Today is the time to say goodbye, but I will try to do my best to have fun today.
Szymon Wozniak momentarily into second place, fails to score there.
Watch out for Szymon Wozniak, he's working the outside really hard.
Wozniak just about hangs on to third place. All 4 riders desperate for points here. Here we go, heat number 14, we're underway. Janowski coming through in the second place, Bartosz Marslik right round the outside, but he's not in the big points. Not looking good for the world champion there. But Robert,
Oh, he's gone down hard.
When I made the deal with Greg, like everybody were so impressed and happy. And then when the harder time in my career came, everybody started to blame Greg or our cooperation. I don't care what people say. As to get back what I said, I'm so happy I did that decision, no matter what happened. And that was great experience to work with somebody like Greg is.
Well, you want to go fast. We've had a great year, and it's been a fun year, a tough year, an extremely challenging year for Szymon because he's just trying to learn something completely different. But he has all the ingredients. He's just trying to put them together, and I'm sure he will rise above it all, and he will come out an even better rider just because he wants it.
I will keep that year in my memory as the biggest dream I dream about just came true. Maybe I expect something more, but no matter what I expect, I will keep that year as a positive time in my career. I will never forget it.